tape streets, right?
Yeah, I do, and I'm a fighter.
I heard you were a stepping stone.
Oh, I mean, I had a few tough fights, but the next fight's gonna show who I am.
Yeah, and he's gonna lose that one, too. So move that sugar ass and give me
Don't disrespect her.
You went on a date with Amy Adams' character, and it was kind of, you didn't make it out the door the first night. Would The Fighter be a good date night movie?
Yes, because what people are so shocked is that women like the movie more than men. Anytime there's a movie with the fighting in the title and boxing, women have the tendency to want to stay away from it, but it really is about the relationships and the things that these guys had to overcome. So people are, and the women are such strong characters in the movie, really stronger than myself and Christian's part. So yeah, it was amazing to see how people respond to the movie.
Being a Boston native and fan of the sports there, was it more exciting for you, more gratifying for you to play Mickey Ward as a hero, or to shoot Derek Jeter and the other guys?
That was a lot of fun. I remember showing the movie in Boston for the first time. People went absolutely crazy because of that. But certainly playing Mickey Ward was much more special because, you know, here's the guy who won the title and is such a local hero. And hopefully we did him justice and people are going to enjoy the movie.
He's my younger brother.
You gotta help me finish this.
Taught him everything he knows.
You don't want to see where this fight is headed. Turn it over.
How did you make Dickie Eklund so, I mean, he's an addict, he's destructive, he's charismatic, albeit, but you made him so lovable and endearing.
Well, thanks very much for saying that, because I do think that about Dickie. You know, he's just funny, he's a great character, he loves people. That's the thing, is that Dickie, even at his lowest, he always wanted to reach out to people. You know, he's a very people person. He wants to be friends, he wants to chat, he always wants to get to know everybody in the room. But he's a very sharp guy as well. You know, he can read people very quickly. And you know, and that's essential, you know, because otherwise this could have become just a very intense, dark look at an addiction. And that's not what I think about when I think of Dickie. I think of like Tigger bouncing around the room. You know, that's more my image of Dickie.
You put so much effort into training and preparing for it. I mean, you're a busy guy. You could have cut corners and undoubtedly let some stuntmen do some work. But why was it so important for you to put all that effort into it?
Because you can't do it like that. I mean, it's been done before. What we wanted to do was we wanted to look like a boxer who could win the title, and that meant putting in the work and endless hours and years of training. And you know, I'm playing Mickey Ward, and he's going to be right there. So there's no corners to be cut. We get in there. We're going to hire real fighters. We're going to really fight. We're going to shoot it like they shoot HBO fights. And the end result was worth it. I mean, there were days where I got, you know, to thinking maybe I should have, you know, not got so deep. But you know what? It was well worth it.
I'm sure in your line of work there's a big difference between wanting a role and being able to do it. So what was the kind of checklist you went through? Obviously, lose weight, check, you could do that, but what kind of things did you know you'd have to do?
Listen, I never really think about that until it's too late. You know, that was just more me going, I don't really have a checklist like that. It's just more gut. You know, I read it and I go, hey, I can't stop thinking about that one. That's all it is. You know, Dickie lives in that moment in time when he went 10 rounds against Sugar Ray, and that's the way he's dealing with the pain of his current life. I think a lot more athletes, do you think a lot more athletes deal with that in the aftermath of their... I don't know, but I certainly see that, you know, part of the problem there was that everybody else told him that was it. And the thing that I felt that, you know, there was the question of, all right, was it a knockdown, was it a slip? And, you know, all right, it wasn't an absolute knockdown. But he's got everyone around him saying, "Hey, he knocked him down, he did it," you know, and it becomes part of the whole pride of Lowell. That everyone in the city takes pride in that, so he doesn't want to let him down. And I think Dickie had a tremendous burden at a very young age to kind of hold the flame and, you know, be the provider for the family and be the star and everything like that. And the thing that I said to Dickie was, wow, it wasn't enough that you went 12 rounds with Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, that's phenomenal. Like, people had to have more than that. You had to have knocked him down, even though it was probably a slip. That's what I found to be so unfair about it. And that took, I think, years away from his life, you know, because instead of looking forward, he was constantly looking back at that. You know, and then also with the crack and everything like that, he just lost sight of everything he loves.